The time, catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, now, let's go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On third down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Winston again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Now Jameis on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Fuller. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd down, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third and long for Winston. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that said,
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's complete to Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Jack 16.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Ben to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Humphreys. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roll now. And he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down following the incompletion. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Double block.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Winston now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jameis now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just needed it.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And some space here. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards on the ground. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
All right, let's go get him now, all right?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A give to Bell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Conner. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, here's Bell. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Wait. Sonic.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Sonic. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wait. Watch the foul guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Watch 98. 98's light. Green, triple C. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.